Alrighty, back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Well, I think it's time to do the first main quest. I did a lot of side quests. I've been playing for like 18 hours or something. There is still a couple of them, but I want to see how crafting is done. See if I can raise my crafting to actually, you know. Hey, order of gaming first. Yeah, that's hard to do. See if I can repair my shit because it costs like 600 per... Oh, what's that? What's up? The hell is that? Oh, maybe they are getting ready for the wedding. Alright, so... Yes. Are you just starting the MQ? I'm not sure what the MQ is. This horse will forever be bloody. Main quest, yes. I decided to do the first main quest. Mostly because I want to see how crafting works. And because I have some items that are level 3 that are super expensive. And basically, if they are broken and I want to repair them, they cost like 600, 800, and I don't have that money, not even close. Also, it's very enjoyable to actually, you know, do side quests. I've done most of them in this area, which is, again, not bad at all. The game has the Witcher thing going where a lot of its content it's actually on the main quests.
You have a kind master, eh? Much? This must be the... How can I help you today, friend?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first.
Obviously.
Forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Obviously, I don't go around, you know, carrying iron.
The anvil, and let's get started.
Also, I should feed my dog. Come here, dog. Dog.
Here you go. Take it.
Good dog.
I want to see how you'll fare.
Alright, where is your chest? Let's take everything. Start forging at the anvil by pressing E. Hunting sword, slash damage, alright. 2 steel, 1 scrap metal, 1 fastening material. Cool.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit harder. Try poking it around for a bit.
Yeah. So basically they made
Furnace, nice and
a
hot.
crafting mini game like they did with alchemy.
Give it a pull. It works the bellow.
Maybe. Hey Vikror, wow. At the start of a stream, what is this? Hell has frozen over. This is slightly suggestive.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
I am doing blacksmithing, yes.
That's exactly the straw color we want.
First time. Let's see how it goes.
Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Okay.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. Fuck me.
I love how you don't just actually, make it with you doing nothing. You actually do the action. That's really nice.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also,
I love those animations every time. Yeah, it's so satisfying. It is. It is.
will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
I always like the immersiveness of doing that sort of thing.
Stronger stuff.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
I'd better go. Farewell.
Anyway, take care.
What is it? Look, if you're tired,
I'm not tired. I just don't know how much time I should hold it.
what is it? You're not tired, are you? That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
I have only seen alchemy. Yeah, alchemy was in the first game as well. Blacksmithing wasn't, so this is new.
Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and
Is there any fast complete after you make your first potion, or you have to do that every time? You have to do that every time. At least in alchemy, I'm not sure about this one.
nice. Now try forging it.
Yeah, I think that's the entire point of the game. Yep.
The closer it is to being finished,
This is an immersive sim in a lot of ways.
shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
The closer you are to completion, the closer the shape of the piece resembles what you are forging. Okay?
Get out of here, mutt. No one wants to hear your barking.
It's cooled now.
Aye, that's
Don't speak to my dog like that.
way.
You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft.
Imagine if you wanna make 100 pots. I mean, why would you?
Heat it all up again, like before.
If you want to play blacksmith completely, sure. But like for potions, at least I have made maybe 20, and it's pretty easy. Also, it gives you multiple ones per use.
To the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up.
Like I take 2 potions, or if it's a good potion, maybe 3 potions. depending how good you are at making them.
Now, so come over to the anvil.
Again, I don't know about blacksmith because I haven't done it before. We will find out.
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes.
Nice.
Sparks. That's the stuff.
I like that you hear the sound, it's more clear. Like I think it needs more heat now. That's why it doesn't sound as good.
The sparks are flying nicely.
Or maybe it's where you hit it. Also nice, every action you do is basically animated, right? Like right now I'm pumping the bellows. And it shows the character reaching up and doing that. It's not just... doesn't just happen automatically. You guys put a lot of work into this.
Sparks are flying nicely. Sparks. That's the stuff.
This guy really likes the sparks. I'm really enjoying this new RPG renaissance.
Once.
We might have gotten some flops, but we're also getting some of the best games of the genre ever. History in the making, and I completely agree with you. Funnily enough,
Sparks.
one of the biggest reasons for this renaissance was actually Obsidian. This is one of the reasons I'm so disappointed by the new game. Those guys in Larian going to Kickstarter basically brought... Okay, this needs more. A new life into the genre. There were a lot of companies that followed, smaller companies, bigger companies, etc. And it brought a lot of eyes on it too. Because the Kickstarters were so successful. They got a lot of press, and the publishers started paying attention. Also, you know, the huge success of Skyrim and Witcher 3 also pushed everyone to make new ones.
The right shape. That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now,
In Exile, Obsidian and Larian, yeah, I agree.
hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work.
And
Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going.
what? Okay. And Hairbrain Studios, which are often forgotten, but for me they have made some of the best new CRPGs ever. If you don't know them, they made the Shadowrun series, which is again the reason I started my YouTube channel, because I love that game and I wanted to see the mods people were making for it. It's like a fantastic trilogy from these guys.
Well struck. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Temper the blades, okay. I mean, that means goes in the water, right? Actually, I don't think it's water, it's something else, but... How was your D&D yesterday? Was it fun? Well, funny you should ask about that. First, D&D is always fun. Like, I haven't played any D&D that wasn't fun. It's always extremely fun, not just fun. But we were playing on a shop, my friend has. We're playing on his system, on his world. And recently, apparently, there was a mouse that came in. And it gave birth. And basically yesterday was the first time that he saw a mouse. So we spent the time hunting for mice, and then actually he had to call someone a professional to kill them. So we didn't really play yesterday. Unfortunately. It was, where the hell is this mouse? And then we realized it was more than one mice. And then we're, okay, next Sunday. It was amazing. And we're in a good part in the campaign too. We have our own fortress, a keep basically, where we have various things like farms and armies. And it's an interesting part of the game we haven't done yet. But yesterday was not the day for it. It was, yeah, pretty funny. Finished. And we don't do the whole thing then, because we didn't do the guard or anything. On the quality is 3, so we make pretty good quality stuff.
Right. Let's have a look.
You said custom system, you're playing a fully custom, yeah. It's called Meteor Tales.
Your father taught you.
He'd certainly be happy.
It had a Kickstarters recently. He has done multiple Kickstarters. He's selling in the Greek market and
So,
in other countries.
it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's
This guy, I know him for
or keep striking the same spot. If you work even
almost 30 years now.
strike falling right next to the last one.
I met him as a child.
Go wrong. Got that?
Well, he was a child.
Or is there something else you want to ask about?
He's the same age as my brother. And he was always we played a lot of D&D back then. And he got the bug and he started making his own systems, his own world. He has spent all this time, refining it. He has a huge world with events, stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Is it D20 dice based? It is. Basically, you have a set amount of hit points, although it's called grit. Like you start with 50, I think. But everyone has it. It's not like the warrior has more than the archer or the mage. It's a more free flow system where you pick whatever you want. Like I'm a mage, but also I fight with a rapier. So you do whatever you want. It has a bunch of skills you can use in tandem if you like. So you roll with a D20 to hit. And basically, if the enemy doesn't defend themselves, or if they don't have any magic basically doing the defending, like an armor or something, you hit. Even with, you have some risk depending on what you use. Like if you use a sword, if you roll a 1, you fail. If you use a maneuver, it might put +2 to risk. So if you roll 1 to 3, you fail. But everything that doesn't fail does damage. Like if you roll a 5 damage. Of course, armor has absorption and stuff like that, so you don't actually do 5 damage. But it's not like D&D where you need to hit a certain thaco to hit armor class me then. Is that in order to actually be successful. Can you repeat the name? Yes, it is called Meteor Tales. It is a pretty cool system. And he keeps building it, obviously. Basically, now the keep we are trying is kinda a mix between... You can imagine it something like Suikoden if you played that, where you have a keep. And you can have various things like a granary, like a tavern, farms, walls, ballistas. You can have armies inside, and there is a special system for fights with army units, stuff like that. I think you can check it out pretty easily. It's, again, I think it's known by now. If you are into that sort of things. I've been playing now for a couple of years for this campaign. Pretty cool. Very, very fun. But we always play D&D. Like, I think we might have had a couple of years where we didn't play at all. But for the last 30 years, almost every year we played the campaign. Sometimes different people, but mostly the same.
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
The sparks.
That fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Okay.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
That seems rather vague.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
I don't like D&D anymore. Even before the whole Wizard of the Coast debacle, I got tired of its pace. I prefer something faster nowadays. Yeah. Personally, I always loved D&D. I haven't played the 5th edition. I started with the second one and played the third one too. And in video games, obviously, like I've played the 5th one in Solasta or something. But mostly we've been playing with custom worlds. That friend that has the Meteor Tail, which is a much more easy system and fast system if you want to. It's very gameplay based if you want to, again. He has been making his own system for years. And the last few campaigns we decided to try some other systems too, like we played with a different DM, Majestic, if you've seen me doing some co-op here or YouTube. And we tried out World of Darkness, we tried out Blades in the Dark, and Stars Without Numbers. All cool systems, but you know.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Unfortunately, D&D, even if you like the systems, they keep making it worse and worse. The whole Wizard of the Coast thing that's happening, not only with the license, that burned a lot of people out of creating for Wizard of the Coast. They've changed a lot of the world to be more mainstream. I don't want to say DEI, but it's basically that. So now the orcs are good people. They have bakeries. I think one of the most recent campaigns was about a lesbian couple of orcs that had a bakery. So, you know. I started with 3.5. We used to love it back then. But yeah, years later, after trying other systems, It seems so unnecessarily complicated and bloated. I like Pathfinder 2E, but even that is bloated. I've only played Pathfinder through the Pathfinder games from Allcat, and I didn't like that system. I feel like the Rogue Trader game is so much better. It was a lot of you need to be prepared for specific things in Pathfinder. What other systems have you tried, by the way? Always interested in D&D stuff. And I say D&D stuff as a general, you know, catch-all for tabletop gaming of that kind.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And
I guess we need to buy recipes too.
down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't gonna help me?
Sakura, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Very nice. You got your own bed. It is always available. Cool. We'll do some more smithing, so if you are not into that, I'm sorry, but that's how we roll. I'm still not sure what to do about the swords. Like, I've been using a two-handed sword now. It's pretty nice. But there are a bunch of perks that you can get that give bonuses when you use a one-handed sword. But again, I like the Night Longsword, so I'll probably keep that. I can sell this. Also, I'm not sure why it's 74. I just made this. That's kinda strange. Let me sharpen it. Oh, you don't need to... Okay, cool. Looks good for our first creation. Again, it's level 3, so I guess it looks better because the previous hunting sword I had, which was level 2, which I looted from someone, it had the chips on the blade.
You have a kind master.
I like that you can see the visual quality of the blade.
Can't get any better than this.
That is pretty nice. Alright. For now, let's see. Let us sell.
What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Dun, 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 dun. Not a lot of money, but so this is a bit worse. It has worse charisma. But I can actually repair this and I can't this, so I'll keep it for now. Maybe I'll put it on the horse or something. What can I buy for you? 1, 2, 3, me. I think we'll make our own things. I do need some better arrows though. Like maybe I can buy 10. Ooh. And he has more things. Okay, we'll wait until I see what I need first.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
We've tried Dungeon World, Genesis, Fate. Aha. Haven't seen Genesis, but I have seen Dungeon World and Fate because again, I'm really into the whole D&D thing, so I've watched a lot of role-playing songs. Role-playing videos, campaigns online. Actually, I've seen the Dungeon World from both creators. But mostly from Adam Koebel, which is the co-creator of that world, I think. Fate, my Majestic, which was our DM before, I really likes it because of its simplicity and how much freedom it gives. But I've seen one campaign online, didn't really like it, but I haven't played it, so I don't know. I need to see more to be able to judge it.
Do you accept?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal.
Genesis, I don't know at all, though.
Hope you'll be
I
satisfied.
haven't heard of it. So that's interesting. You watch any online campaigns? Like, I don't know. I guess the most famous one is Critical Role, although personally I don't like them. I tried multiple times to get into it, but I can't. My favorite is LA by Night, which is on the World of Darkness system, which is basically Bloodlines. It has character from Bloodlines if you have played that game, which is amazing. No, I don't care about other people's campaigns. Fair enough. Where is this recipe? There we go. Alright, let's see. It only was scrap metals. This also, alright. We'll make some of those and see what happens. Did I get any perks? No. Just spectating doesn't do anything to me, said the streamer. Don't you watch other people's Let's Plays and stuff like that? Anyway, I really did like the whole LA by Night. Probably my favorite out of all the ones I have seen. Alright, let's try making one work axe. See how it works without actually having him guide us. The sparks, I'll see them.
Heat it up again.
Oh, it tells you what to do. That's nice. The games recently go way too hard on the characters telling you what to do, but in this specific thing, like when you also sharpen your weapon, it's nice when he says, yeah, alright, this is good enough. With video games, I see something like I know I can play it and more or less have the same experience. I don't kinda agree with that on the... I've seen videos or streams of games that look really good and like I would enjoy. And when I actually play them, I don't. I don't know why. It has happened sometimes. But I can see what you mean. It's more like a TV show, right? That's how I see it, at least. Like LA by Night, it's basically that because a lot of those people are actors, basically. Personally, I think it's one of the best TV shows I've seen, which is not a TV show, but, you know, imagination and all that. I know a lot of people who watch. Yeah, I used to watch a lot. Stephen Lumpkin and Adam Koppel, as I said, and the LA by Night guy whose name Carl. Nah, completely evades me now.
Well,
That guy is awesome.
half done.
He's very, very good as a DM. It's also nice to see some different DMing styles. But I haven't seen any lately. That has kept my attention anyway. I'm not sure why. Maybe I've seen too many and I'm now... okay. I can also see the shape taking form, so I guess he wasn't wrong. I guess he does the whistling automatically.
It's almost finished. Oh, finally.
All right. Seeing how other people play, how DMs do their thing, that's interesting. It is. Also really depressing because I watched if you know Blades in the Dark, I think Critical Role kinda stole their system with one of their new shows, whatever. It's a really, really good system based on a world that's kinda like Dishonored, only more post-apocalyptic. Really good both system and world. I saw the developer playing with a few of his friends, Adam and a couple of other guys, basically beta testing it before he released it. And there was a guy that was playing there. He was playing kinda a mage character. He was so good at it. Like I saw him play and I was, why am I even trying to do any role playing? For a long time, we basically were more into the gameplay systems, so we're kinda min-maxers. I started actually doing more role playing after watching some of these shows. That guy was amazing. Alright, let's see. Work axe. Very nice. Do I have a quest for that? No. I will make them anyway because I want to get the experience points. I'll make another work axe and a few horseshoes. Oh, I can make the one that I found for that quest. Yeah, let's try that one. I probably won't use axe because I don't like axes. In this game, they're really good. They've done a good job by giving you different things. Like bashing weapons, for example, are good against armors, stuff like that. But for some reason, I never liked anything but swords. Rapier being my favorite sword, but in general, I just prefer swords from other weapons. Like in D&D, I never play a dwarf. Actually, not almost. I never play a dwarf. I don't like them. I usually play humans or elves. There are people that play almost only dwarves. I guess to each their own. What is it, dog? Is that a comment about my whistling? Wow. Okay, can I finish this? I'll play with you later. That's not even my dog.
That's not bad at all. No, it needs a bit more.
Well, we're about halfway done.
Make it hot. Wow. Stop whistling immediately. We think means you can't screw the timing.
This is almost done.
Okay. I'll make some horseshoes after this and we're done for now. We'll continue the quest. Would be nice if it actually did the shafting as well, but I guess maybe it took too long if you did that. So I didn't want to do it that annoying. Alright, Adorned Axe. Tell Zdenyek. Okay. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's just there. Let me go do that now. What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's late. We might need to rest. I wonder if time passes more when you do the smithing. That would make some sense. Oh, he's inside. I want to play some dice too.
I apologize. evening. What do you need, lad?
I found the water goblin's silver axe.
What do you mean? What axe?
The one from your story. 2 brothers, a silver axe, a water goblin. One brother got the axe, the other got drowned. You know.
Wait, so you actually found it? Do you have it? I have to see it.
Here you go.
It's not possible. Where did
I robbed the brother's grave,
I just followed your story.
basically.
I found the pier by the rock tower pond, then went up to the old oak tree, then the big stone beside the road.
Doesn't really look like a woodcutter's axe. Are you sure this is really it?
But you didn't say it was a woodcutter's axe. You only said the water goblin's axe was silver.
I did, but still. In all the years that story's been told, everyone thought it was just a fairy tale for children. It has 4 different endings nowadays. When Johann and Jaleov tells the tale, it's about 2 sisters, and the water goblin grants one of them a pair of silver slippers. The other sister was jealous, but she didn't bother with the water goblin. She found her sister straight away and pushed her off a cliff in Apollonia.
Will all the stories be true?
Story, but Johann gave it some extra color. Best not go looking for the slippers too. Although, with your luck, it was good to see you, my friend.
Alright. Very nice. Let's sleep and we can do some more horsing tomorrow. But first, I wanted to play. How dare you?
See what you've got.
Fine. I guess I won't play then.
Greetings.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Where is the doggy? How are we doing, doggy? That's good. I need a better horse. The one I picked didn't have any carriage. Anything that happens basically drops me down. Alright, how are we doing? We need to eat something. He told me where his place to sleep was, but I kinda forgot. Yeah, I don't think it's here. I can eat it though, so that's nice.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Uh-huh. Yes, I think this is it. I don't have anything to actually, put in it. I guess maybe I can put some potions in, just in case I need them later. Yeah, let's get rid of some of these. Cool. Alright. I don't have any books because if you have a book, you can sit down and read it, but haven't found any. For free at least. 55, damn, okay. Didn't I adjust it? Maybe I didn't. Let me try eating again.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
More. Okay, that's better. Doggy, let's give you something to eat. Good doggy. Can I give you something to eat? No. Alright, horseshoes. Let's make a couple of those, I guess. And then I'll probably be done. It's weird I haven't gotten any skill yet. I'm guessing this is gonna be faster.
Got your head in the clouds again, haven't you?
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure as mine can't be a sin. It's a gift
You have a
from
kind
God himself.
master,
What are you on about? It's just a painting on the wall.
He always looks at me when I walk into the church. Nobody's ever looked at me like that before.
That's just the way it's painted. You feel like he's looking at you, but it's nothing but paint on plaster. Nothing more.
You're only saying that because you don't have anyone.
I wonder why he stops whistling. I need to figure that out. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be faster.
Are you going to bake bread today?
Ugh. This reminds me of Skyrim, where you basically did. Oh, let me just smith 100 swords.
Hopefully.
You just press a button and we're all done.
I even had to sell the ring from my mother-in-law. But I'm telling you, he runs up
Oh.
more debts. I don't know what I'll do. This was the third.
The forge.
Go and see the priest and ask him to talk to him. Oh, please. The priest gambles with me. What? Shoo bet he does. His housekeeper told me he's got a broker home I lost a month ago. How did it end up there?
Hard to aim the tiny horseshoe. Am I not even halfway done yet? Oh. Yeah, they didn't say I'm halfway done or I missed it. So it is faster, I guess. Alright. There we go. Craftsmanship 15 and the perk point. So they have all the craftsmanships in one skill. Yes, but not alchemy. Alright, let's see. I don't care about that. That I might need. I don't plan to steal anything, but sometimes for evidence and stuff like that, that helps. That's also nice. I'll take that and then we'll go there. Cool. Let us save it and see what the next part of the quest is. Damn, okay. Yeah. So, time passes faster and nourishment drops faster too, which makes sense, right? You do a very hard work, so you get hungry faster.
Greetings.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Sure, why not?
One can never know enough about blacksmithing.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Why not? Can I trade again? I can't trade?
It's about those two idiots.
I don't know why.
Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
It don't seem so bad.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Alright, new quest, reputation gained. Why can I not sell to you anymore? I don't know. I could trade before, he could repair my shit before too. I can't do either now. Alright. We'll see. Where are we going? From Tarkov to Troskovitz. So we'll go that way. Let's go, dog. Off to new adventures. Place to see. People to kill.